Right now, though, it's time to find a friend of the four-legged variety. It's part of our weekly segment here on Daytime called Find a Friend, sponsored by our friend, the Basement Doctor. With his support, we hope to find these great animals and all of their buddies back at the Capital Area Humane Society nice new homes. Joining me today, Executive Director Tom Berry, who also brings along a couple of friends. Tom, why don't you introduce your friends here first?
Good morning, Dave. Just want to introduce to you Poochie and Odie, who are here with me today.
Poochie and Odie, nice to have you here. We'll talk to them in just a second, but let's talk about something a little more serious. This is National Dog Bite Prevention Week. How prevalent of a problem is this?
It is actually very prevalent. There are about 1,000 dog bites a day in the United States, and a lot of those involve children. So it is a concern that we'd like to help address.
How do you avoid the problem? Let's talk, first of all, from a person who may be being approached by a dog. How do you avoid being bitten?
The best thing to do is actually to be calm and try to not have eye contact with that dog. Part of it is communication. You know, a dog receives communications as we do, and if they feel threatened or afraid or they're protecting something like puppies or their food or toys like that, you know, they may come at you. So you want to just avoid dogs that you're unfamiliar with and just be calm. And if something does happen, there's a saying we use, you know, be a tree. So if you're a child, you're one of your kids, if you like to, share with them that if a dog does approach them, to just lower their chin to their chest, put their arms by their sides, and just simply let the dog try to, you know, move around them. But don't run away. If you run away, the dog either thinks you want to play with it or, you know, will actually come after you. And that makes the situation even worse.
Children, especially children who have dogs in the home, frequently think that all dogs are as friendly as their dog. My daughter is that way. How do you handle that issue?
I think that's something you talk to your children about, to make sure that they understand when they're outside that those dogs that they might think, you know, could be friendly may not be. In fact, for a few years, Cocker Spaniels were the highest number of dog bites in the country, which is amazing. People think they're pit bulls, but more importantly, it could be any dog that you're not familiar with.
Right. All right. Now, from a dog owner's perspective, obviously you want to have a good dog, one that's not inclined to nip or bite. How do you work on that?
Part of it is just it's training. And if you have your dog neutered or spayed, it's less likely to get excited in a situation like that. The other thing is, if you are concerned about its behavior, go to a professional and work with that professional. We have ourselves dog training classes at the Capital Area Humane Society on the evenings, which are beneficial. But more importantly, if there's a concern, seek out a professional.
Right. That's all good advice. All right, let's talk about our buddies here,
right.
Odie and Pooch. And what kind of dogs do we have here? What are we dealing with?
Poochie is actually a pug mix that was surrendered to us by someone who couldn't take care of the poor Poochie anymore, a dog that they had purchased at a pet store and then realized that they really couldn't take care of Poochie. So Poochie's with us. She's a beautiful dog. She's 6 years old. And we have Odie, who was surrendered at the Franklin County Dog Shelter and was transferred to us for the purpose of adoption. He's 9 years old, and he's a great dog. They're both great dogs. Look at this. They're in better shape than I am.
Well, yeah, they're very calm and very comfortable in front of the camera. How do you find the right homes, and maybe what types of homes would be good fits for these guys and all of their buddies back at the Humane Society?
We've actually helped 9,000 dogs last year, and what we do with an incredible staff that we have is we evaluate the dog, we put it through a process called SAFER to make sure that these dogs are appropriate for homes with children, for example. And then the dogs are put on the adoption floor. With our relationship with OSU College of Veterinary Medicine, we make sure that they're the healthiest that they can be at the time of adoption. You can check out our website, which I know is on the screen, and you'll see the beautiful dogs we have for adoption. It's really fantastic.
And you mentioned the importance with regards to the biting issue of spaying and neutering. Are these dogs spayed and neutered before they go into the homes?
Yes, they are. All the dogs that come to our Humane Society are spayed and neutered before they go on the adoption floor.
That is awesome. And talk about the demand versus the supply there. I imagine there are always dogs who are there looking for new homes, right?
There are. The puppies go very fast, as you can imagine. What we try to do is we work with a lot of the other shelters and organizations around Central Ohio to bring in adoptable dogs. So we have, you know, dogs there that hopefully, as you check on the website or come in to visit us, you'll see a dog that you'll love.
And, Tom, we've got the Basement Doctor who's really helping out. He's donating 30 pounds of Science Diet food each week. Dogs obviously like that, and you guys love the help of the Basement Doctor.
We go through 150 pounds of food a day, so Ron Greenbaum's support is really important to us.
And right on cue, Odie's going into his act here.
He heard you talk food.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Tom, thanks very much. Good advice on the dog bite issue, and also good to know that these dogs are available. A lot of folks looking for a pet this time of year for summertime, and here's a couple of good ones right here.
You got it.
All right, good to meet all three of you.
Take care. Thank you, Dave.
Thanks very much, Tom. We appreciate it. Okay.